Terence Bud Crawford proved, in my opinion, beyond a shadow of doubt, he is the greatest fighter of his era, one of the greatest of all times. I think he deserves a place on Mount Rushmore for the victory that he pulled off this weekend over Canelo Alvarez. So what I'm going to do with Significant Strikes moving forward is kind of just make it more of a QA. So I want to invite y'all from the very beginning, if you have questions for me that you would like to hear my opinion or my take, you want to debate, whatever it is you want, drop those questions in the comment section of the video. Also, if you see me, if you find me on X, I'm at Unique Mazique. You can drop the questions there as well. I'll be pulling questions from X as well as from the comment section of YouTube videos to basically fill the show. I don't want to go off on anything on my own. I'm going to essentially talk about what the people who are watching want to talk about. So to start this off, I went searching for questions to answer because, of course, I hadn't asked anybody for questions as of yet. So from a variety of things, or, you know, essentially being pulled from a few different sources, I got these questions. So one of the first ones that popped up is Bud officially the best fighter alive now, or do I have an argument for somebody else? I think I kind of answered that in my opening remark. I think he is the best fighter in the world. I mean, I know a lot of, and don't get me wrong, a lot of people talk about Inoue and how awesome he's been and how he had another thrilling victory over the weekend, essentially hours after Bud. But if we saw that fight, and as exciting and as awesome as Inoue is, every single fight, Inoue finds himself in a position where the opposition had an opportunity to pull off an upset. He got dropped the fight before this. He got dropped by Neri. And then in this fight, his opponent had moments. And then at the end of the fight, I don't know, it was like 15 seconds before, he got stunned enough at the end of the fight to, you know, could have changed everything. So, excuse me, obviously he won. And, you know, he looked spectacular most of the fight. But there's this, when you're up this high on the, you know, on the totem pole, there's little things that separate the greats. And to me, very rarely have we seen Crawford in any level of peril. The fight against Madrimov was tougher than the Canelo fight, just being honest. I mean, Madrimov gave him a much tougher fight than Canelo did. I honestly feel like, you know, the Madrimov fight was like super tough. And I think at the end of the fight, he may have had a slight, you know, doubt, like, I wonder how the judge is going to lean my way or whatever. I don't think he had any doubt at the end of the Canelo fight. And most of the time, Inoue leaves no doubt because he finishes guys. But I don't think that Inoue, and this is of no fault of his own, Inoue hasn't had the opportunity to step up and take on a challenge similar to what Canelo represented for Terence Crawford, or at least what it appeared Canelo represented for Terence Crawford. So I don't know. I still have to go with Bud as the #1 fighter alive right now. And that essentially is the pound for pound. So